All right, let's take a look at this one-footed approach and see if we can help this guy. All right, first thing, noticing right off the bat, a bunch of choppy steps. That looks like 7 or 8 steps when really you probably only need 4. All right. Okay, so there's tons of potential here to unlock. I'd see easily 2 to 4 more inches just off of some technique stuff. So let's take a look. Okay, 1, 2, oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 steps into this approach, and he's not going very far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into takeoff. All right. The 3 principles that you guys always need to remember when you guys are learning to jump. Number 1, accelerate into the jump. So he needs to go faster. Right now he's decelerating into the jump. So he's actually slowing down, which is a terrible problem. Number 2, push into the plant. So he needs to push into that penultimate stride. Push through that penultimate stride. That's the second to last stride. Third, he needs a tall torso through takeoff. Tall torso through takeoff. So biggest problem, number 1, not accelerating into the jump, and number 2, not pushing into the plant. 3, tall torso through takeoff, he is fine. Okay, so a little bit of confidence and some reps will help him improve these choppy steps in the beginning. So let's kind of go back and look a little closer. Is he accelerating? Normally you can tell if a player is accelerating by the length of their strides and the cadence of their strides. So the cadence goes fast, faster, fastest. So if I put this on, you can see it kind of slow down before he takes off. So he's going pretty fast or semi-fast, and then he's slowing down and then slowing down. Okay, you need a big impulse. Okay, so you need a lot of speed going in, and then when you go to slam that block foot, in this case the plant and the block foot, the left foot, you need the big impulse to change your horizontal to vertical. And since he's already slowing down, he's losing the big change that you need from horizontal to vertical. Going into the push here, okay, this is a terrible penultimate stride. This is barely the size of a walk step, so this should be twice the length of this. So his foot, his push needs to start somewhere around there. Okay, so he needs to move it way back, somewhere back there. This little penultimate that he has right now, this little thing, pushing, this is not a push. He's barely covering, it looks like 3 feet maybe. It should be along the line of 6 to 7 feet, guy. Okay, so we need to improve that big time, and like I said, you need to move that thing all the way back there somewhere. Okay. Here is the penultimate. So he gets a decent little angle here with the foot. Okay, this angle is a little bit high. It needs to be quite lower. Okay, that'll help him push into this, but as you can see, if he does try to push, he'll be directly underneath the rim. And you can't be underneath the rim if you're trying to jump. You need all that speed to carry you a little bit. So I would start at the same exact spot where he started. Okay, so still start back here. That needs to be about 4 steps. 4 steps going in there. So eliminate those 6, turn them into 4, fast, faster, fastest. Okay, so he can improve on those. He can push through this penultimate here. And lastly, you can see this ball. He has it like just hanging out. It's just hanging out on his arm here, and it's going up and around versus a big kind of sharp jolt when he moves that arm up. Okay, and this back arm back here is not doing much. This back arm coming back should be out like that. So when he jumps around, he can use that back arm to swing up as well. Right now, that back arm is just kind of coming for the ride. Front arm is not really driving, so it's just kind of holding the ball. He's not really using it to help him generate any force. And lastly, of course, will be this right knee. He needs to swing this right knee up, and he needs to keep this lower leg a little bit straighter versus letting it come back like that. All right, that's a lot of tips for this guy. So let's look at it one more time. Accelerate into the jump, push harder into that penultimate, into the plant, and use that back arm, use the front arm, and use the right knee. Take your 6 steps, turn it into 4, and just give it some practice. It'll take a little time. Eliminating steps here and building confidence in these steps will have tremendous results. Give me a video when you improve this, and I'd be glad to judge your improvement. Until next time, guys, it's Coach Tommy. Take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better.